Hello, I'm Ian Henschke and welcome to Stateline. Well, illegal drift racing on the state's roads has been in the news with footage of what's claimed to be a dangerous race in the Adelaide Hills. Well, tonight on Stateline, we speak to a young man with inside knowledge of the illegal scene. He says there's a big issue with street racing and he fears someone may soon lose their life. But the police say their information is that street drift racing is not a problem. And there's another side to the story too, with drifting now becoming a legitimate track motorsport in its own right, attracting big crowds and corporate sponsors. Simon Royal reports.
When I first started into it, I was hooked straight away. I love it, being able to control something that's on the point of out of control. The adrenaline rush is compared to nothing else.
This is drift racing, and Jason Markowski, the man driving this car, is credited as one of the pioneers of the sport in South Australia.
Well, drifting is basically controlling your car sideways around a series of corners, so it's definitely something that is a very captivating sport, whether you're participating or watching from the grandstand.
Drifting started on roads in the hills of Japan. Jason Markowski says more than anything else, it's been popularised by the film Tokyo Drift. Now, just how many young people are into drifting in South Australia can be seen here at Adelaide International Raceway on a Saturday afternoon.
One lap is all it takes, it blows them away, and all of a sudden they have newfound respect, and it's crazy.
It's a spectator sport, it's good to watch, and it just fills you full of adrenaline. It's wicked.
Devotees say its appeal is simple. Aside from the excitement, it's relatively cheap. Other motorsports cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to enter, but drift racing only costs a few thousand. People pick up high-powered rear-wheel drive cars, often Japanese imports, for a few $1,000s, and then they spend a few thousand more modifying it and making it look the part. According to Jason Markowski, the Confederation of Australian Motorsport has recognised drifting, and so are corporate sponsors.
There's a lot of teams that are being picked up by sponsors, and a lot of people actually starting to live their dreams about having a motorsport career.
But there's another side, and that's the illegal and highly dangerous street version of drifting. A few weeks ago, this vision, claiming to be of an illegal race in the Adelaide Hills, appeared on the web. The authenticity of the film remains contentious, with a furious battle on the website, with many claiming it was in fact old Japanese vision. It's since been joined by other films claiming to be street drifting in Adelaide, and some of them clearly from Japan. This young man says he's been part of the street drifting scene, and while he thinks these films are fake, he says there has been genuine footage on the net.
It was actually filmed up in Adelaide Hills. I wouldn't give out the exact location, but you can pretty much guess it. If you're a locals hill runner or in the car scene yourself, you'll know about it.
But the debate over the authenticity or otherwise of the web films misses the wider question of whether there's a problem with street racing in Adelaide. Hills residents have told Stateline there is a problem, that windy roads are regularly used by drift racers. Drift Prince says street races are arranged by mobile phone and the location is picked at the very last moment.
Is there a big street scene in Adelaide?
For me, yes. For you guys, no, you just wouldn't find it. Police are catching on, but still we can drive straight past them and they'll never know.
But police say their current information is telling them a different story.
It's saying there is no significant issue. In fact, I could probably say that it's saying that there is no issue in regards to drift racing.
Does that mean it's not happening?
No, it doesn't. But as I said before, the best thing for people with information or knowledge to do is to let us know.
Drift Prince is in his early 20s and still on his P-plates, testament, he says, to run-ins with police over street drift racing. He says he's now given it up to compete legally.
I missed it extremely, but you only get so many chances and you only push something so far. In the end, it's not worth it. It definitely needs to be looked at because there's some young people out there that have big egos and they just want to try stuff that they see experienced people like the majority of the people I know, and they don't always come out the best side of it.
The thrill and adrenaline will always push some people onto the streets, but Jason Markowski says other factors have helped drive the rise of street drifting in Adelaide. And as extraordinary as it may sound, one of them is the corporate collapse of HIH Insurance, which he says closed the Port Gawler track to drifters.
We had a local track that we used to be able to drift every Monday night. Again, through insurance problems, it has made it very near impossible to obtain track time these days.
Given his position in the legal competition, Jason Markowski says he's a little surprised authorities have not approached him for his view on how to deal with the illegal side. He says in part the solution to street racing is to get more tracks open for young drifters.
It's probably not an area that I should make any real strong comment in, but certainly organised sport or organised racing or organised activity is far better for the community of this state, particularly in terms of road safety, than that stupid, irresponsible and dangerous behaviour of doing it on public roads.
For anyone that wants to drift, get a track car, take it to the track and keep it off the streets because your chances will wear a lot thin and you could end up injuring yourself or someone else.